see a figure out how to reply in chat, yeah? Can you guys monitor the chat?
Yeah. So they have an issue with writing it to host and panelist. Should I make it open for everyone for a minute?
Yeah, yeah. But what is this that they can't write to host and panelist?
You have to select the host here, meeting session, में,
Hmm.
the name of the
Can you
host.
just show them on screen how to do that? Is it possible, or send them a screenshot?
I can share it in the group. I'll do
Hmm.
it.
Okay, right. Great. So we'll start. So today, what we are going to be talking about is how many of you have faced this problem that, okay, you think that the first issue that you face when you're applying to a law firm job or when you want to shift is that I don't even get internships, right? Nobody is going to hear me. How good my application is a secondary thing. But I'm pretty sure that no matter what I send, nobody in law firm is going to read me. I don't know how to connect. I don't know because I'm not from a national law university. Have you ever thought, do these thoughts come to your mind? Okay, good. So these thoughts definitely come to your mind, right? That you have at one point or other thought that how do and not just law firm, yeah, any job, whether you're applying for a litigation job, whether you're applying for a contract drafting job, or whenever you're applying for a job, how do I connect with the person? And that is what we are going to be doing. We have done careful research in the age of AI. We have figured out a way where we have seen that when you do that research, we have done all the hard work for you. When you actually apply this, you get replies, right? And the reason why I'm teaching you today is so that you understand why you're going to build that CV, that how things are going to be. So, we've already done that. I will skip all of this. I want to go back to the main thing. So far, these are the things that Jayantika has already shared with you, right? What are the different kind of opportunities that are there in the law firm? What are the different practice areas? If you have missed this, then we will do a revision session later for this, or you will have to work with us in the course. The skills required to work in law firms. The truth about supposedly lack of law firm is not they are not hiring, right? Most people think that law firms are not hiring. That's not true. Most of the people I know, they get jobs even during recession, even during COVID, people got jobs, right? It's just that they do not want to hire you. As sad, as problematic as it sounds, it is the truth that you have not been able to stand out from the crowd. Because even today, if you go to LinkedIn, if you go to a job, go and see Vahura, go and see Counselect, there are hundreds of jobs that are there. They are looking for people who can actually do the work. We've also taught you 25 law firm skills. Now, these are the skills that have come to you as micro skills. In last 15 days, every day we have taught you something. You have learned all of these micro skills, whether it's due diligence report and everything. And for those of you who were diligent in picking up call, you have also gotten a roadmap that you can follow. And trust me, once you break down these roadmap, this is the roadmap that most people have followed and gotten jobs. It's carefully supervised by somebody who has worked in law firm. It's carefully supervised by our team who have helped hundreds of students to actually do the work. Now, how many of you have actually gone through the roadmap? For those of you who have gotten the roadmap, how many of you have opened and actually read the roadmap? Let me know in the chat. Yes, no. Very good. See, this is the difference, right? There are probably 10 or 15 of you who are very regular with the group. Now you understand that why not everybody gets a job. If you have not received a call, you have not received a roadmap, unlikely that you have filled the form. But if there, everybody who you, all of you will again receive call on Tuesday. I'll give the phone number because I've personally checked, dials have happened on all of your numbers, right? So you have missed those calls. We will again call you on Friday. We will again give a form day after tomorrow, which you can fill and give your slot. But please pick up the call this time. Uh, and if you follow the roadmap for a whole year, and this is what we are saying, right? That if you start doing a roadmap, this is what you can do. If you're a practicing lawyer or you're already a working professional, I've litigated. We have created that roadmap in a way that it is very practical. And again, there's no fad here that we can say that within 1 month we will give you a tier one law firm job. That's not going to happen, right? If you're a practicing lawyer or a working professional, you will be able to secure this job if you consistently work, not work for 1 week or 2 week, but consistently work for 6 months or 1 year with us. Without that, this is not going to happen. And if you want to work part time, right? If you want to, like, I wanted to stay in Indore, I don't want to join a law firm. For me, that was very, very important. So the pathway that I had done was I started doing a lot of part time work, online work, and started earning far more than I was earning in my litigation career because I was very clear in my head that I don't want to switch out of litigation. I really wanted to do litigation at that point of time. I liked litigation. I did not want to switch to law firm. So if you are in that boat where the money in litigation is very less, but you know that 5 years, 10 years down the line, it's going to be huge, and you want something as a survival skill, then again, this skill that we are teaching you will be very, very applicable for you. If you want to switch law firms, or you want to move to a in-house counsel role, or if you want to move to a law firm from an in-house counsel role, again 30 to 50%, right? Your roadmap, if these are the goals, right? So when you're getting your discovery call, the first thing our team will be asking you is what is it that you're looking for. First, what kind of work you're doing currently, which part of the work you enjoy, and what kind of things would be ideal for you. So some of you said that I want to work as an in-house counsel, I want a work-life balance. Some of you said that work-life balance doesn't matter to me for next 3 years. I need something that gives a very long-term return, right? That my career is my priority right now and I can keep everything aside. For those of you, it's a different roadmap. For those of you who are in second or third year of law school, the roadmap is very different in what you need to do in next 1 year, right? For you, the target would be that before you pass out of law school, you should have that PPO. You should be earning 500 to $1,000. That is somewhere between 60,000 to 1 lakh rupees by the time you graduate, so that you have that emotional security, mental security that this is what I'm going to be doing. So these are the things that we are looking for. And for those of you who are going to execute this properly, and this is very specifically for those of you, now you have seen that when Jantika and I talk, we mean business, right? Like, we are not here to run a podcast where you come feel good about yourself every Saturday, Sunday, and think that I will achieve something. We are going to make you work. We are going to hold you accountable. We will give you work. This class is just going to be 10 to 20% of the thing. You will get that 1.5, 2 lakh job, but please understand that you will get that job only if you do the hard work. There is no running around, running away from that. So, those of you who are sincere, who will promise us that we are going to be taking this very seriously, we are not going to be working with them just for 15 days. We are going to be working with them for next 1 year till you get that job. But we obviously can't work with 250 people like that. We will work with only 20 of you to do that. And we'll release this offer in an hour. We will tell you what exactly this is there. But even if you don't take the offer, for next 15 days, if you follow it, we are going to give you a roadmap that you can follow on your own without our help also. So it is a win-win situation in either case. If you get selected for those 20, we will ensure you get the job as long as you do the work. Even if you don't get selected in the 20, for some reason you don't get the scholarship, then also everything that we are teaching you, a big part of it, you can start applying, and probably later you can figure this out. And again, this is on not for everybody. So even those who book the seats, we will take a further round of counseling. We will discuss with you that how you can get the seats. We will discuss with you that how you can get the accommodation. And you can commit at least 10 to 12 hours a week with us. That's very important for us. Right. I'm just going to switch my internet for a second. Am I back? Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. So again, right, this is the offer, this is a scholarship and everything that goes like if you have this, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, still stay with us, do the work that we are going to do. This is what we are going to do. We will teach you a shocking skill. And we call it shocking because you would have never guessed that how you can get replies from law firm partners, right? Uh, how many of you would want to know this shocking skill? That how do you reach out to law firms and lawyers and how do you build that relationship? How many of you would want to know that? Good. Very good. All of you. Fair enough. And then after that, I will do a very simple exercise into the future exercise. This is an exercise that you must do before you decide whether you want to take a scholarship or not. Right? Because you need to be very clear that whether you will be able to do the hard work. Otherwise, you're just going to waste everybody's time, your time or time. So we'll do that exercise before you jump into the scholarship, before you decide that you're going to be working with us for next 6 months to 1 year to get that job. And then we will talk about that how do you reach to foreign lawyers. We'll talk about the pitch crafting if we have time after all of these. But the first two things we are going to be doing today, and we expect you to apply it during this week. So we have already done that. Now over to you, Jayantika, for the first skill. That is psychological profiling of lawyers. Before we start first skill, why are we teaching them this, and can they expect once they learn this? Very important.
Yep. So this is, you will know in a bit why we say it's an absolutely shocking skill. And this is something that has never been done, never been seen in the market until we crafted it and we started teaching it to people. So this is something completely developed in-house. And this is one of the most game-changing skills that you will ever learn. It, well, I expect that once we are done with it, we will get to hear from you that this is a mind blowing skill. All right. So let us get into it. And I will share my screen right now. All right. All right. So I hope everyone can see my screen. Yes. All right. So last week, we promised you that we are going to teach you this one very, very specific skill, and we are going to do it today. Now, let me tell you the first why we say it is shocking. It is very, very unconventional. Okay. As I said, nobody thought of it, nobody did it until we figured it out and we worked on it, and it actually works. There is proof that it actually works. Our students have gotten immense success with it. Hmm, nobody else is doing it, but you will be able to learn it today. So, what happens? when you use this technique and you send out an email or you send out a message, whoever receives it and sees your message, they're going to be like, this applicant is a genius, right? And you need to do it quick before it becomes the market trend and everybody starts doing it. Are you ready to learn this? Who is interested? Come on, guys, give me a reaction. Yes. All right. So, what we are going to do today is we will learn how to do psychological profiling for lawyers. And we will use that analysis to negotiate with them in the future deals. Does that sound very complicated? Do you think it sounds very, very difficult? Come on, tell me, tell me. Do you think it sounds very difficult? Okay, you don't think it sounds difficult. Excellent. All right. So we will learn how to make a personalized report. Okay. It will describe their tendencies, their personality. We call it the legal P framework. Okay. And I am going to show you what this exactly is. So, lawyers, transaction lawyers, which is what you are looking for, they negotiate contracts every day, right? If you give them a predictive model saying this is what you're likely to do in this contract, or even better, you tell them this is your opposing counsel and this is what they are likely to do in the contract. How much of an unfair advantage is that? Right? Can you imagine before you go into a negotiation, you already know what kind of points the other party is going to raise? What is their negotiation strategy? Right? You don't even know them, you have never met them, but you have this knowledge. How powerful is that? Aren't they going to be impressed if you tell somebody this? Now, imagine it from the other side. Let's say you are a law firm partner or you are the legal head of a company and somebody sent you a report like this. Would you be interested in opening it? You would be, right? I definitely will be opening it. So, how are you going to do it? We will give you the framework. And as I said, it cannot just be applied to the lawyer that you're reaching out to, it can also be applied to their counterparties. But that will come later. We will teach you both, don't worry. So, as of now, what does everybody think? What would I think when I'm in a law firm? And I'm thinking logically, reasonably. But somebody comes and says, I can predict your opponent's moves. It's going to be, initially, it's going to be like, what are they talking about? That's just, they can't do it. Tall claims. But you actually show them the value and they're going to be mind blown, right? So, here is how you can use the technique. So, if you're a law student, you can use this to get internships, you can stand out from the crowd, not be part of those 80,000 applications which go in the dustbin, but be those 30 or 40 that actually make it to the desk. If you're a fresh law graduate, you can use it to land interviews or assessment internships. If you're a litigator, you can prepare better for negotiations, you can advise your clients better, you can build a better reputation, and of course, if you want to join a law firm, you can always do that. If you're already working in a firm, this is going to make you so valuable to your seniors. You will be building relationships with partners, which will fast track your career, which will fast track your promotion. Everybody needs a person who is valuable at work, right? You will be standing out from everybody else. That much we can promise. We don't know whether a year or 2 years down the line everybody will start doing it, but as of now, you will most definitely stand out because other than us, nobody even knows about this. All right. So let's begin. I hope you're all excited. So it's a 3-step process, and we will heavily use AI for this. Otherwise, if you do it completely manually, it's going to take ages. And of course, it will need you to read up a lot on psychology and a lot of other things. So we will leverage AI, and it's a 3-step process. So we will do this systematically, and we have broken it down into 3 components. First one is we do data collection and analysis. This is through AI, but you will have to do a bit of legwork yourself because AI can't do everything, right? So, first step would be data collection and analysis using only publicly available information. Okay, you are not going to use any private conversation in this. We have to be very, very ethical about this, and we have to use only and only publicly available information. So, what is publicly available information? You can look at LinkedIn profiles, social media profiles, articles that people have written, judgments, reported judgments where their names have appeared, because you will see their arguments, the style, all of that there. You can look at Twitter, Instagram, similar social media accounts. If they have a video presence, they might have given interviews, written articles, all of that, all of those will be available online. News interviews, magazine quotes, articles, as I said. A very good resource is their law firm's website biography. So, most partners of law firms will have their own page or biography on the law firm's website. So, that is a very, very good source because that is their professional profile. Now, all of these content adds up to our understanding of how this lawyer is going to think, how this lawyer will behave. You don't have to do all of this manually. Okay, you can use AI to do the search for you, provided you give it some basic parameters without which it's going to be lost. So, of course, you can do it regardless of whether you're a lawyer or a recent graduate. All right, let's see how to do it. Now, first step, data collection. Next step, the legal P framework analysis. So, this is the one that I was talking about. This is developed in house.
Jayantika, before this, guys, are you able
Yes.
to follow till now? You say yes, no in the chat.
Yes. We have a bunch of
Amazing.
smart people, Yash. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead.
yes. I'm very proud of this group. We have nice, smart people. I like smart people. All right. So, the legal P framework, I will spend a little time describing this because this is something very, very new. You would not have seen it before. Now, one of you mentioned in the chat earlier that it is similar to the Myers-Briggs test. It is, but it is not as generic as that. This is designed especially, specifically, only and only for lawyers. It cannot be applied to anybody else. This is only for lawyers, specifically designed for lawyers. So don't worry about memorizing this. I will give you a document which has everything in it. Okay, so all the backend work, the prompt engineering, we have done all of that for you. All the analysis and everything is done. You get a ready-made framework that you can launch immediately. So as I said, Myers-Briggs. Now, what does legal P stand for? It's an acronym, right? And we lawyers, we love acronyms, don't we? We just love wordplay of all sorts. So, L in legal P, what does it stand for? It is the leadership style. So, this will tell you how this lawyer will manage their teams, mentor others. Do they like to do all the work themselves? Do they delegate? Do they micromanage? Do they trust their juniors? Are they collaborative? Are they hierarchical? Okay, and this is based on what we have seen. Okay, because most of the people who work in LawSikho are like me. We have worked in law firms, we have worked in litigation, we have the practical experience, we have seen hundreds and thousands of lawyers, we have seen how they behave, and all of this is based on that. So L is the leadership style. Then E, expertise orientation. So are they a specialist in one area? Do they do a lot of general work across various fields? Do they value knowledge, or do they prefer complex technical arguments or simple commercial ones? Right? So when you interact with lawyers, you will see all of this makes sense, right? You can relate to it. Can't you? You have seen lawyers, you have worked with lawyers. Come on, guys, tell me, give me some reaction. Does this sound familiar? Even your law school professors, they are also lawyers. So haven't you seen these different types? Somebody would want you to write pages and pages of highly complex technical arguments. Somebody would just want you to have the simple basic concepts there. So this is the expertise orientation. There is nothing right or wrong about it. It's just different types of intellect, different types of personality, different types of working style. So that's the E in legal P. Then we have the G. This is the growth mindset. So, how open are they to innovation, to new ideas? Do they prefer traditional methods or do they like new technology? Are they curious about different approaches, different viewpoints, different types of things? Or do they want to do things the traditional way, the tried and tested way? So that's the growth mindset. That's the G in legal P. Then we have the advocacy style. How do they approach negotiation and conflicts? What is their dispute resolution principle? Are they aggressive? Are they collaborative? Do they want to win all the time? Or do they want to, are they more mellow? Do they want more beneficial solutions? Do they escalate quickly? Do they try to resolve informally first? So, what is their style? What is their advocacy style? And then we have language and communication. So, what are their communication preferences? Some people want everything written down, some people want quick verbal discussions, some people love long emails. Well, I do love long emails. Some people don't. Like, if you send a very, very long email to, let's say, Ramanuj, he hates it. You give him very concise, small paragraphs of everything, he will really appreciate it. For me or for Yash, you give us a nice, long, well drafted email. We are very happy to see that. So there is nothing, again, right or wrong about it. It's just preferences. Who prefers what communication? Some people like to get on a call, speak quickly, and then resolve things. Some people prefer written communication. Me, I prefer written communication. If you give me a call versus if you write something to me, I will always respond better in writing. Then, are they formal or informal? No, this is simply behavior. Some people are very friendly, have an informal conversation style. Some people are more formal, they are more reserved. Then, do they use legal jargon heavily or do they prefer common English? Again, this depends, varies from lawyer to lawyer, even from firm to firm for that matter. JSA, for example, prefers plain legal English. In JSA, as a principle, if you produce very, very complex, legal jargon based, very, very complex documents with heavy, heavy legal language, the top partners are going to strike it down. I've worked with the managing partner of JSA, and this is something that trickles top down. It flows from the founder to the next generation of partners to everybody, right down to the intern. So that's a firm philosophy. It's part of their mission that they prefer to use plain English, even for their drafts. Then we have other law firms which prefer very, very heavily legal jargon filled long complex documents. There is nothing wrong with it. It, of course, it also depends on what your client wants, but no, the style, the communication, it differs from person to person, from firm to firm, even from client to client. Like I have had clients who wanted a 500-page document, even though that could have been done in a 100-page document. But they wanted it, so we gave it to them. So, language and communication, that's the L. And the extra P in legal P, these are personal values. Okay, very, very important, especially when you're doing anything related to customization or personalization. What is the personal value that drives a person? And this is something very unique, very individual, very, very different from person to person. What are the core motivations for that person? Do they value prestige, money, intellect, work life balance, social impact? What is their core? What is their baseline? What is their personal set of values? What ethical principles guide them? And what do they care about beyond just winning? So, a lot of this personal values is something that comes from your nurture. Okay, this is what you learn in your family, what you learn from your friends, what you have learned from people around you. It is something very, very innate. Okay, this is not something which can change very quickly. So this is very important here, and it affects us in subtle ways we don't even realize. Unless you do this analysis, it is very, very difficult to find these things out. No, the first time I heard of this when I was doing this coaching program back in COVID times when we had a lot of time and people used to do things. Before that, even I did not realize there are so many factors of us as individuals that reflect directly on how we work, how we do things. And you wouldn't even know that unless you actually go back and analyze these. So when you score a lawyer on this six parameters, legal P, you can predict three things with a fair amount of accuracy. How will they act during negotiations? What arguments will convince them? And what approaches will turn them off? Very, very, very important. You do not want to offend people. You do not want to get on their wrong side, right? It's powerful. Yes. Now, the step three, the third one, the final one. How do you create this output? How do you create this profile? So, again, here we want the document to be simple and engaging. We don't want it to sound like a judgment from Justice Krishna Iyer, which personally I really like, but that's a separate matter. I used to like jurisprudence. So, the idea is not to consume too much time of the lawyer, but when they look at it, they feel, okay, this is just like me. This sounds like me. How did this person, this stranger, understand me? So, what is going to be included in your interpretation report? You will have the education and career trajectory, provided this is available publicly. If it's not available publicly, please do not get into it. Do not, again, I reiterate, do not include any information or use any information that you have obtained privately. All of this must be done only and only on the basis of publicly available information. Okay? Otherwise, if it is not available in the public domain, do not use that information. Absolutely do not. So, we will have their education and career, and we will have their scores on each of these legal P parameters. So, we'll have a clear explanation of what this means, and we will have their overall archetype. Okay, whether they are a pioneer who loves innovation, whether they are a guardian, whether they are a specialist who goes really, really deep into something. Their communication tone, styles they respond to best. Very important. Warning signs. What is going to turn them off? And you need to be very, very careful about this. Even when you reach out to them, when you send an email or send a message, warning signs is something you need to keep in mind. Now, you attach this to your internship email application. You are not a random applicant anymore, right? You are the person who took time to understand who they are, what they value, because you are impressed by their profile. You deem them to be very, very important. And that is why you took the time and effort to do this. Of course, if you are a litigator, you can try this. You can create a negotiation playbook for your opposing counsel, right? And see if it works. So, what does a negotiation playbook tell you? It tells you the other party's style, and you can actually get to their position on each of the clauses. So, how they are going to negotiate on reps and warranties, MAC, that's material adverse change, earn out provisions, any agreement. So this, of course, this you will customize. We will give you the general prompt. After that, you can build on it as per your requirements. So you get their opening position, fallback position, what language is preferable for them, what you absolutely must not say, because the last thing we want in any deal is breakdown of negotiations, right? Because remember what I said earlier, we have to be deal makers. If you get to be known as a deal breaker, your corporate transactional counsel career, okay, so you have to be known as deal maker. You have to earn that reputation of being a deal maker. Then everybody is going to want you. So very, very important, right? What to avoid saying, the red flags, the warning signals, the do not touch buttons. And we will give you ready to use scripts as well. So obviously most lawyers don't know this, can't even think of it, but we are giving you an advantage, a very, very, very unfair advantage. So, what do you need to do this? You will need access to AI tools. You can use Claude, you can use ChatGPT. I will give you a demo using the free ChatGPT right now. So, you can see that it is very, very easy to execute. So, you need one AI tool, you need the legal P framework. We are going to share this in the reading material today, right after this live session, as I always do. And you will need some time to collect data and generate the profile, because you will have to identify the person, get some basic data out before you give it to AI, right? Because, let's say there's a partner in a big law firm called Rahul Kumar. Now, it's a very common name, right? So you will have many, many, many people who are called Rahul Kumar. How will AI know which one you are talking about? Right? Or let's say, you are writing to a partner in a law firm who happens to be named Virat Kohli. You tell AI generate a legal P framework for Virat Kohli. Who is it going to select? What is Google going to throw up the first moment you put in Virat Kohli? It's going to be the cricketer, right? So you will get a legal P framework for Virat Kohli, the cricketer, which is going to be absolutely useless for you. So please take the time to collect the bare minimum data that the AI needs before it can get to work on it, right? You don't want to create a cricketer's profile and then send it to a law firm partner, because that is going to offend anybody and everybody. Okay, now let's say there was a very famous painter or artist or actress or somebody called Jayantika Ganguly, and you sent me their profile saying, here is your profile, I have analyzed you, I'm very impressed with your work. And I open this, I'm like, this is somebody else, what nonsense is this? What is going to happen? Immediate blacklisting, right? So you absolutely do not want that. And most importantly, number 4, You need to have the courage, the guts to do something different, because this is something very, very revolutionary, right? It is not a traditional thing. It is unconventional. So you have to have a bit of courage to be able to do that. So I'm going to give you this document, the document database. It has everything, all the documents, all the prompts, everything you need to do this. Now let's quickly move to the data collection. All right, let's do it live. Now, okay. Let me share my screen again and I will show you this on ChatGPT. All right. So here we are. Now, what you need to do in ChatGPT, I have already created this project, but what you do here is, and this is the free version, okay? So you absolutely should not have any problems with this. So you go to new project, you click on this, and you create a project and you put in a name and everything. Now I will show you what I've done here because I've already uploaded the documents. So I have named it Legal Peep Profiling. Okay. These are the documents that I will give you. All of this is in the document database that I will share with you. Okay. So download this and upload these three things here. The Legal P framework, the data collection protocol, and the negotiation strategy guide. What is also present in your document database is project instructions. So you copy the project instructions and you have this instruction uh, row here. And this is where you copy and paste this project instructions. Okay. Very, very simple thing to do. So the project instructions document is also in the document database that I'm going to give you. So which is the fourth document. You do not upload it here as files. You copy and paste the text of that here in project instructions. Okay. And then you save this. So this becomes your project. Then you open this project. Okay. So once again, project name, you can name it whatever you want. Project instructions copied and pasted here in this. And these three files uploaded here. You add, you select, and you upload these three files. So this is your project settings. Now we are ready to go. So what do we do here? We are going to the document database. We are going to select this prompt. See, we have done all the work for you. We have even given you the prompt. So here is the prompt and we are going to put it here. Now, in this prompt, also remember one thing, if you're using ChatGPT, for every profile you create, use a new chat in the project. Okay, otherwise, you will start getting garbled versions of it. Now, we remove this profile request. Okay, let's do mine. Lawyers being self-obsessed creatures they are, including me. So in the profile request, here is where you're going to put in all the data that you have collected. So I'm just doing a basic thing. So I will say Jayantika Ganguly of LawSikho. Fortunately, I happen to have a complicated name, so there aren't too many Jayantika Gangulys in the world. Okay, now here is about me is what you are going to fill up. So I'm doing it for an internship application. You can do it for a job application as well. So change this accordingly, the purpose here. Now, in the name, what do I say? Let's just say JG Law School. I'm from NUJS, so that will go in here. Let's say I was doing this in my 4th year. Key achievements, what can I say? One ABC competition. Just fill in whatever your achievements are from your CV. Relevant experience, can say internship at ICICI Bank, Majmudaran Partners. All right. Genuine interests. Okay. What can we say here? We can say corporate transactions, but that is very vague. So let us say especially let's say debt investments and project finance. So put in what you're actually genuinely interested in, okay? Don't make up unnecessary things here. Just put in what interests you. And let's take a quick look at the rest of the prompt. Okay, so we changed the name here because this was used for making somebody else's profile. So we will put in our recipient's name here. And all right, so we are done and we press enter. Let's see what ChatGPT is producing now. Okay, and it is done. Let's see what it's produced. Can you see all of this? All right. Okay, it has picked up things from my LinkedIn. Very nice. And LawSikho website. Great. Now, if somebody sent me this, do you think I'm not going to be impressed? I'm going to be like, oh, wow, this is so nice. The Crusader, wow. All right. Talks about communication. Yes. Preferred tone, topics that resonate, red flags to avoid. Very, very important. And this is very true. Best contact method. See, LinkedIn or email with concise, learner centered message. Very, very, very true. All right. And you also have an email. Of course, you will have to customize this and review it. You can't just copy and paste it. So we have our profile. How quick and how easy was that? Now we have the profile. Let's do an interpretation. So this is the prompt right here. And we go back to ChatGPT and we tell it, can you give me an interpretation report for Jantika? All right. Interesting. Perfect. So it has given me this very nice short summary, and you can use this for your initial outreach. Isn't this nice? And now the third and the final one. the negotiation. So what are we going to do here? Okay. Yes. So the negotiation playbook. Again, we have a prompt written right here. Okay. So we take this. Now this is for another partner in a law firm. We are going to remove this. We are going to remove this. Okay. What are we going to say here? I will go to my LinkedIn. I will copy this from the about section. I will go back to ChatGPT. I will paste it here. Okay. Now that it's not Roshnik, this is Jantika. All right. Okay. Of course, your ChatGPT might, uh, respond in a different tone than mine because I have set it to quirky settings because I like that. But in either case, it does not affect the end result. Whoa, look at this. Hmm, interesting. Oh my God, this is very, very, this is so correct. Hmm, very interesting and very nice. Oh gosh. This is reminding me of transactions that I've actually done where this has exactly been what I have said. And this is so now if somebody sent me this, do you think I'm not going to reply to that person? And imagine if somebody said, I can prepare this for your opposing counsel for the next meeting that you are going to have with them. I'm going to be like, aa jao beta, bana do, please. So, isn't that really, really simple? Right? So, now, are you mind blown yet? Don't worry, I'm going to give you the entire document database. So, you will be able to do it today itself. All of the work has been done for you. All you need to do here is simply and simply create it. So, what are we going to do here now? Let me share my screen again. Alrighty. Okay. So we just saw how to create a profile, right? And since I was my own subject here, I can tell you that it is fairly accurate and very, very impressive. Now, if a law student sends me that, I'm going to be like, bring this person on board immediately, give them an internship. If a lawyer sends me that, I'm going to be like, we need this person on a deal. Come on. Right? So it is, as I said, it is unconventional. It is not something that people would even think of or people know about. So it is something very, very unique right now. But now you have that advantage and you can do it. So who's going to try this today? Come, tell me, tell me. Tell me in the chat. Come on, guys.
Guys, are you mind blown with this or not? Like, do you understand if you're able to send this, what will happen?
Yep.
Do you think people will open it? They expect something like this. Now, do you understand why you will get those replies that I was talking about?
Yep.
Right? It might seem overwhelming right now that there is so much, but the best part of it is we have done all the hard work. You just have to be good at one skill, that is copy, paste, control plus C, control plus V.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. You will not believe the amount of research and effort that has gone into preparing this. You can imagine, right? Just from the output, you can imagine how much work went into the research for this. But you have the advantage. You are building on our expertise. All right. One last thing before I hand it over to Yash. And please get ready to take screenshots for this. I'm going to give you the scripts for outreach, emails, or LinkedIn messages. Okay. So remember, do not send the entire profile in the first go. Okay. First, you must send an interpretation report because it's a short and sweet version. It is like a very, very good quality trailer for your movie. So let us go into the messages quickly. So this is the email. Okay. You can take screenshots quickly. So you say, hi, I came across your recent work, genuinely impressed, all of that. And I've been practicing this skill. You see how this reads? Very, 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 very potent value proposition. And then you say, I have created a brief analysis of your professional profile. I hope everybody is taking screenshots or noting this down. See, the structure is what is important, not the exact words, but this is how you send this email. Okay. And do not say immediately, I want a job, I want an internship. No. What do you say? Would you be open to a brief conversation? And then you sign off. Shorter LinkedIn connection request, which has to be under 300 characters. So, completely framed for that. Take a screenshot, this will be helpful for you. And then follow up DM. Again, short and sweet. Do not overtly ask for jobs and internships at this stage. You can always do that later once you have built the relationship. So, this is the building long term relationship that I was talking about. All right. And here is where you can give the full report after you have had the initial contact. And
See,
that's
that's
it.
the idea. You don't send everything at once. You send it in stages, right? You pick the curiosity, then somebody would be like, okay, let me just see what this person is going to send me. Once that happens, then you send the message.
Yeah.
Do
All
you
right,
understand?
Yash, all yours.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just share my screen. Screen visible?
Yep.
Okay. So tell me, why do you think these messages will work? Instead of the messages you used to do, sir, please, can I get an internship? Or can we connect on LinkedIn? Thank you so much for your connection on LinkedIn. Why do you think these messages are better? And are they better?
Yes, Anupam is right. It will make you stand out from the crowd. Saideep is also right. It is to the point. Ajruddin is also right. It is professional.
Yeah,
Sumiran says it's
these
unique. Very right. All of you are right.
see what these messages do is something very, very different, right? As somebody I'm working, I really do not care about you, right? I honestly don't care about people who are writing to me for internships. I will not check it. But what they do very differently is they are not asking for internship. They are not asking what is in it for you there, right? It is you giving value to the person that they are interested in. They offer value to somebody, and most importantly, they don't make you look like a desperate person who's just looking for a job and who has messaged 100 people like these, right? It means that you have put a lot of effort, work in researching somebody, and you're sending those messages, right? That you really want to talk to me, you want to talk to Yash. And that's what is very, very different in these messages. They give these lawyers a reason to respond. Most importantly, the catch here is you're very curious, right? If somebody tells me that, Yash, I'm going to tell, like, it's like a forecasting or an astrologer, right? No matter how much I don't believe in astrology, when somebody says, do you want to know how your 2026 is going to look like? I would be like, हाँ बता दो. Even if I don't believe it, right? So it is that pick, right? That interest is picked, and they would definitely want to read what you have to say. And then obviously, when you give, it's valuable. When it's the open that they are like, this is very valuable. And this is very similar on how the outreach sessions that we have. The only difference here is that you are offering a very, very high value. And you get work when you lead with value. That's the most important part of it. Now, the question that often comes is, can I do this accurately? Can actually somebody understand somebody's psychology? And this is what I want you to understand, right? That this is not some random magic that AI is doing. The way we have created these prompts, we have tried it on hundreds of people. These prompts check everything that I have written, right? So all my articles, all public statements, all my cases that I have appeared, how I describe myself, they go through all of this on internet. That's the beauty of internet. Everybody is out, everything is out there, right? It recognizes that pattern, and then it creates this psychological profile. And when you feed it court judgments, when you feed it LinkedIn posts they wrote, when you feed the news that is on legally in India, the interviews that they have given, AI can understand that there's a consistency in pattern. That Yash likes to hear certain things when he wants to read. This is what Yash will like to argue. And that's the beauty of this. Is it 100% accurate? Absolutely not. Nothing is 100% accurate. But even then, it actually gives you an upper hand, right? At least big red flags you will know. It will help you. It is going to be better than having no preparation here. And when you work on real deals, you will have emails, draft commitments, other communications also, right? So right now you're just working on public data. But actually, when you're working with a lawyer, you already have a history before they come into negotiation. You already have earlier drafts and everything. So this makes it more and more accurate. And the lawyers who win consistently are the one who are better prepared than everybody else. If you have seen Suits, if you have seen any of the legal show, this is the entire thing, right? How well prepared you are with all of these. And that's the real power. That is what we are trying to tell you, that how do you stand out. Most people come here very jaded. They are like कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है, लॉ फर्म में तो हमारी जॉब नहीं लगती है, आप बड़े बड़े promises कर रहे हो. But actually, Abhi, I will show you a lot of success stories also, people who have done this, right? Not everybody is able to do it, but why? Because they don't think of it in long term, right? They will think of it as next 15 days, 20 days, 1 month internship. But you have to think of these connections that last for last long time. I got this job because of one seminar I had attended in my first year where Ramanuj was also there. And we had just been introduced for half an hour. That's all, right? That is the real relationship I had built. And that's what happens, that you will have to understand the power of all of these relationships. It can't be transactional. When you're doing this psychological profile, it might be that that person might not offer you an internship in next 2 months, but you will be there in their mind. And eventually, if you do this with 50 people, one of them will convert into that job, that case, that internship that you're looking for. They will start engaging. Your LinkedIn will start showing in their home feed. You will have more jobs. They will remember who you are. And please remember, do not ask for job or internship in the starting. That's the most important crux of these, right? Ask them for a career advice. Ask them that, if I told you this in the last session also, that when you approach somebody, do not directly come to the point, right? In terms of jobs, not always. Everywhere else, you should always come to the point. But when you're professionally networking, please do not start your professional network. This is what I want from you. First, have a conversation, build a rapport. Then you go there. And yeah, everybody loves giving career advice, right? Everybody feels very important when you ask them, oh, what should I do with my career? They love doing this. Everybody loves giving generic advice. So start with that. Take advice. And honestly, it helps you also. A lot of time, it gives you a greater perspective about what you're going, co-author articles, do other things. I get more or less, I'm not going to repeat it. You get the crux of it, right? That what I'm trying to say. Yes or no? Or do you want me to keep talking about this for next 10 minutes? What do you want to me? Should I move on? Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say you? Or you want me to keep rambling? Okay, you got the point. Perfect. So this has happened with many lawyers that we have trained. Your idea is to build a long-term relationship again. Like one word that you should take for is long-term relationship. When you're building in professional network, this is what you should. Now, why am I saying that? Why should you listen to my advice? Why should you listen to our advice? Let me show you the proof. People who have done this based on our guidance. Aryan Shah from Pune, fourth year BA LLB student from Pune. Everybody else wanted to intern at a top law firm, not from a famous college, or not from Symbiosis or any college that would give that internship, right? Secured an internship opportunity, applying our outreach formula. Doisha Khemka from Ranchi. Online internship at Clifford Chance. Magical Circle Law Firm. Imagine. And even before joining first year of law school. How amazing is that, right? Not just Indian law firms, international law firms also value this because there are very few people who are doing that. So expand your horizon. Abhay Gulani, we were talking about what you can do in additional to work, right? If you want to litigate, if you want some immediate earning. Within few months, he was working from clients with US, UK, and other things, and now is earning somewhere between 70 to 1 lakh per month. Abhay Gulani's video we have already shared in WhatsApp. So go back and look at that video, what Abhay is saying, right? How his journey, how his life has changed after following the steps that we have given. Udit, 2020 graduate from Pune, learned contract drafting, learned basic skills that we have taught in our courses, and he has secured 35 freelance projects, earned more than 90,000 USD. How much is 90,000 USD? Guys, how much is 90,000 USD?
Come on, guys. You know how much
Basic
$1
math.
is, right?
Basic maths.
Yes. See, Ajruddin has got it.
Is it 7,20,000? Is it?
Yep.
Is it? Really?
Oh, yeah, there was one missing zero there.
Yes. That is why.
Yeah, that's why
90.
I say I'm bad at maths.
Yeah. So it's between 70 to 90 lakhs, depending on what the dollar exchange rate
Yes.
is. But yeah, that's the amount of money he has earned through freelancing projects. If you play your cards right, and 2020 graduates, huh? Not even 5, 6 years into the profession. And imagine the amount of earning this they've had. Most people who are working in the law firms wouldn't be earning that much in first 3, 4 years. So it's a very and this is how its profile looks on Upwork. Doing what do all of these guys have in common, right? All the success stories that, and I have given you one success story. There are hundreds of more, but I've just given you one for you to understand that whatever your goal is in any of these, right? They have one thing in common. They all develop skills that most people don't have, right? They are not doing what everybody else is doing. They are doing something differently. They stand out from the crowd, and that's very important. Why a lot of people do not get these jobs is because they keep doing the same thing. They keep having the same CV format, sending the same things. Now imagine you're an HR, you're a law firm partner, you keep getting the same CVs every day 10 times. you will not stand out. Nobody is going to look at it. So that's the point. And anyway, this we have already done. We have all agreed that this works, right? So, first thing that you need to do is you need to start with lawyers that you want to work with. Create profiles of the partners at firms you want to work with, and don't have tier one firms only. Find tier two, tier three firms. We'll show you that next week. That how do you do that? Like how do you select that these are the firms if you are in tech law, right? Go to Chambers at Partner, go to ASG 500, go to Legal 500, and check that what are the top ranking lawyers that are there, right, in India in that particular domain. Have a list of 50 people who are actually good across the spectrum, people with 10 plus years of work experience, 5 plus years of work experience, and actually reach out to people who are between 5 to 10 years. They are more likely to reply to you, right? Because they've just gotten that seniority, they have just done something, and you might be the first person who is actually going to them for career advice. So it's always that's the sweet spot, right? 5 to 10 years of work experience. Go to them, talk to them, practice the skill of them, use it in your actual outreach. And by the time you first send your real message, you would have done this 5 to 10 times, and you'll be confident, you'll be skilled, and you'll be ready. This is the idea. Again, I'm convincing you again and again. I'm saying this so many times because I know how powerful this is, and you really need to be convinced to do this week. Okay. All right. So we have already done that. Once you get the response, what do? You go and you start. Right. And how many people you should apply for? If you write to 10 people, you can at least get a response from one. And somebody told me last time that in our class, we had given a very simple draft. They wrote to 10, they got a response of one. So imagine what happens when you do it here. You will, if you do this right, at least 2 to 3 responses you will get. We have put our credibility on this. We are telling you that do this, and there's no way that you are not going to get 2 or 3 responses here. And I hope that this excites you. Most of you are excited right now. And now I'm going to take half an hour. We will talk about the scholarships also, and we will talk about that how do we move forwards. I hope that by this time you have gotten crux of that what actually we are trying to do here. Yes or no? Are you here with me? And do you want me to explain to you about scholarships and other things and how you can get the job in next 6 months? Do you want me to talk about it right now? Okay, you do? Amazing. So we'll do that. So, but before that, you always know that I'm going to say really mean things. I'm going to give you the bitter truth first before I give you the good news. So, let me be honest. Let me tell you that what is that, right? And as bad as it feels, I'm going to tell you, most of you come here, listen to this like a podcast. And this is not just you, by the way. Huh? This is, I have been doing this for last 5 years, batches after batches. I see this. You will watch this session, you'll be like, oh my God, Yash, that was so motivating. We are so motivated. We are so pumped up. After that, you'll go on your couch, open Netflix, watch some videos, scroll Instagram, and go to sleep and be like, I'll do this tomorrow. Then tomorrow you'll, I don't know, you'll do something depending on what your vices are, and then you'll move on in life. Your other priorities will emerge. Your life will take over. I say this in every session because I know how important it is, right? What I can see, like more often than not, within first 2 3 weeks of classes, I'm able to tell, and this is not out of arrogance, but this is just experience, that I can tell that who are the people who are going to be successful in this batch. Right. And that's why we call you personally. Earlier, we did not call people personally, but we have started calling all of you because we know that a lot of time you need that personal touch. You need that push. There's nobody else anywhere in the world who will do this, that who will actually take time out. Somebody with 10, 15 years of work experience will look at your CVs. There's no similar support system anywhere else. That's why we are not just here, right? We are doing so well across the world. The journey is challenging. A lot of time you are not motivated enough. You don't think whether you can do it or not, and you want to make it easy. And there are no medals, honestly, to do this on your own. Like nobody is going to ask you whether you have done it on your own or you've done it with somebody's support. In fact, the biggest problem that we have is that most people do it with us, but then later they want to say that I have done it on my own. Nobody helped me. I was so smart that I got this internship. And you can also do that. Some of you will do that, that after taking all of these, you will refuse to recognize, but that's part of the job. But it's very important for you to understand that help is a very important thing, right? I am here, what I am is because I had seniors who could guide me. And I'm sure Jantika will also say the same thing. And that is what we are trying to do. That is why we are so passionate about this company, right? That we believe that in the right push, if we give right people the right push, most of us don't have opportunities. A lot of time, I wish that my father was a lawyer, right? My life would have been 100 times easier. And now I want to do that for everybody else, right? That we want to ensure that at least we can do that. So before the next session, please identify a lawyer, go through their LinkedIn profile. We have already explained this, right? At least send 5 to 10 messages doing. We have already asked you, most of you have committed to do this exercise. The lawyers, and I just want you to look at the screen for 30 seconds. Read this out to yourself and go back and write this down and look at it every single day. If you have arrogance of smartness, the one who stand out, you have to do something that everybody else is not doing. Okay. So, which one of you want to be our next success story? Which one of you want to be featured in the next webinar that, okay, this person joined us and look, here is what they have gotten the job for?
Only two people. Okay, we have a few more.
Those who are part of our courses, anyway, you're going to be, we will put you in touch with the course and you're already in touch. So for you, we have to do it for next 6 months. You're already there with the scholarship. But everybody else, okay, most of you.
Yes.
But I was hoping when somebody will say no, I'm happy where I am, but clearly nobody's there. So let's go. So we are going to do a very, very important exercise. And this is a very important thing. I'm going to install a dream. And before scholarship, before deciding, before right now, you all have said yes. Now I'm going to be a harbinger of truth and explain to you that what it means to say yes to this, what it means to be successful, and what it means in terms of hard work, right? I'm going to install a dream. So, this is how it works, right? I believe in the power of manifestation. Everything I have achieved in life is because I have manifested it very clearly that these are the things I want to do. Uh, if you want a law firm job, right? The first thing you need to understand is where can you be 5 years from now if you take this opportunity? And your goal cannot be that I want a law firm job or I want a lot of money. Unfortunately, that is not a worthy goal to chase. It can't be getting a corporate job. And I'm telling you from experience. For those of, like, let me categorize my students in two categories. One is those who say that, Yash, when I ask them what is their goal, right? They're like, my goal is to get a law firm job. My goal is to get an in house counsel job. My goal is to earn 2 lakhs per month. Most of them give up. They're never successful. Now tell me what is wrong with that goal. What is the problem when you set a goal like that? Think about it. And this is not just for this course, this is in life, every time you are looking at it. When you have a goal of getting a law firm job, when you have a goal of getting a corporate job, no, even if before the goal. So yes, this is why I love doing this exercise. It's called goal setting exercise. It is about how you think about your goals, because time and again in life we capture our goals very wrongly. Right. So let me show you two pictures, then we will do this. So that's me, 2016, graduating from NUJS National Law School, Calcutta, right? One of the best universities in India. Got out with a cushy government job, very happy. My parents were very proud. Now, every time I look at this moment, I get teary eyed because nothing in my life has made me so happy as I have, as I was at the moment I was graduating. Right? This was from my graduation. Now, tell me why I am so happy. Is it because I got a government job? Is it because I graduated? Or is it something else? It is something else, right? It is those two people around me that you see. They look at their face, right? They are almost on the verge of crying because they are so proud of me. And that was the goal, right? I worked so hard because I wanted to make them proud, right? I wanted to give them a better life. And that is why month after month, years after years, I could work really hard to get that government job. The government job was not the dream that I worked very hard for. The dream was those two people you see in that picture. And that is about goal. Goals are always bigger than yourself. They are not jobs. They are lifestyle. That what do you want to achieve in life? They are people around you for whom you work really, really hard for. And that is very important. That why would you want to probably sleep 5 hours a day? Why would you want to show up every single day for this? And it will never be to get a law firm job. It will never be to earn 2 lakhs per month. It will always be something bigger than yourself. My goal was this, right? Again, this is the next picture, right? The money that I earned, I saved, I did extra jobs because I wanted to take all my cousins to Disneyland Paris, right? Never traveled outside India, but this was something that I really manifested. I wanted to do it again. Like a goal, which for some of you would be like so inane, right? Foreign travel. It doesn't have that sob story. It's like luxury. But for me, it mattered so much. It made me so happy. And that's the thing, right? That it might not be something very pressing for you, but it is something that gives you immense joy. And that is whenever you see a goal, right? This is what you need to keep in mind, that your goals should be there. Picture yourself in a great job, an awesome company, achieving your dreams and goals. And goals can't be those companies. It can be that you want to achieve financial security, that you don't want your parents or those who love ever to not buy something because you can't have money. You want to give those gifts to people you love. You want to buy first house for your parents or yourself. You want to live independently. You don't want to move houses. You want to buy a dream car, right? You want that expensive dream car. Or you just want to have holidays 3 to 5 times a year like I do now. This is one of the major life goals I have. That this is why I want to work so hard now. Whatever it is, right? But these are realistic goals. Goals are always about life. They are not about jobs. They are not about money. And that's the thing. The opportunity we have already shown you. Law firms are hiring. You have to work hard. If you are able to do this, what will happen? I just want, before I proceed further and talk about scholarship, I want you to take 5 minutes. Okay, not 5 minutes, but 2 minutes. Give me in 2 lines. What is your goal now? And every time in life somebody asks you, what is your goal? Please never say law firm job. On your discovery calls, also, when we call you, do not say, I want a law firm job. Figure out what your goal is. Does this make sense? Okay. Okay, so take 1 minute. Give me in 2 lines what your goal would be. And it has to be, do not go to be happy in life. Yes, we all want to be happy, but I want something more specific. Understand something that motivates you emotionally. Like, what would you like in next 5 years that you'd be so happy that this is going to give me real happiness? And it can be just buying a house, buying a car, whatever it is. Yes, now we are talking. So, what I want you to do is, after today's session, go back and write this goal. Have a very, very clear goal set for you in life, and it can't be this. When you next time talk to us in a discovery session, please have that clarity that this is what my goal is. Right. So, let's talk about this. So, this is what we have done so far. We have given you category based roadmaps on the weekend itself. For those of you who have not gotten this, you will get it this week. We will call you again from Tuesday onward. Tomorrow is a national holiday. After that, our team will start calling you again. Once you get personalized roadmap, we'll move further the ladder. We'll give you next value. And please make sure that you pick up the call when team calls. Right? We'll again circulate a form where you can put your availability timings, but ensure that you get this call done by end of this week. It's very, very important for us. And in these calls, give these goals, right? That I want to achieve this rather than money or job. And if you don't achieve this, your dream will be in dangers. What we do is we give our students continuous support from performance coaches who ensure that they are there. And remember, 50-50 is not good enough. 99% is not good enough. There should be 1% chance that you may fail. And if that chance materializes, success is zero, even if you did 99%. You have to do this. You have to achieve that dream eventually, that what you have wanted. And what is it that you can do to eliminate that even 1%, that you want to be 100% sure that you achieve this? How many of you would want to be 100% sure that I want to achieve the goal that I have set for myself? Very good. So we'll talk about that. So even after graduating, you can give yourself months to turn around your career. Just don't postpone any of these things, right? Come back. And what we can do is we have a track record of doing this again and again with hundreds of students. And some of the students I've already shown you, right? Bhavna Hemrajani, 2021 law graduate, secured a job as an associate at Shah. And this is just the tip of iceberg. Interned in several other top law firms through our help. These are all our students. Abhilash Tyagi, 2022 LLB graduate, litigator, 3 months of starting our course, secured a job as an associate at Trilegal. For those of you who wonder whether we can shift from litigation to a law firm. For those of you who have been working in litigation, somebody told me that I want to work in technology domain, right? So Hima, she was working as a litigator in a completely different domain. Now she is in TMT team at Khaitan. Then Mugira Patel got a job at Keystone Law, Middle East. And then there are litigators like Sandeep who have 10 to 15 years of experience. I was speaking to somebody who has 10 to 15 years of experience, right? Now, what we tell them is instead of targeting and getting a job in another law firm, why don't you start your law firm? We will help you get retainerships. We will help you get really, really good clients. And that is what your goal should be. These are the list of 500 LawSikho. So we'll share this list on the group. Jantika, remember to share all of these so that you can understand that who are these people with whom your profile is very, very similar, right? Who have gotten internships, who have gotten jobs. And now you've already said, right, that you want all professional help. You want to dominate your work. You want to achieve this. You are interested in this. And most importantly, I have cousins who have not cracked an LU, right? One is in Nirma, another is in another law school, and I've seen the kind of struggle they have faced in comparison to me, and that is what the core crux of this is. That irrespective of what college, and they are really, really smart. Some of them work harder than me. I have ever worked. So, what are the things that you can do where your college, your pedigree, nothing matters, and that's the preparation. People have to work 14 to 15 hours a day in law firm because it's nothing else, because they are not able prepared to do the hard work. When they go to these jobs, they realize that they don't know anything. What does life look like? It's not pretty. Law firms always hire extra people from beginning, knowing that they would lose most of them. So you have that opportunity, right, that when you go to these law firms you are well prepared. And since we have started, most of our students have regularly secured jobs in almost all law firms. The best part is that any law firm you will go to, there are LawSikho students. We can always, the easiest way for us is, the reason why we work is because we have so many students in almost every law firm that we are always able to connect. But we need to be very sure of your profile before we connect with them. Any law firm you see, these are the top law firms, all of them have or alumni. And this is what I'm going to give you to this community. It's not possible to teach you what we teach our students in 1 year, but we'll try to give you the most we can in next 30 days. For next 15 days also, you have seen, right? In past 15 days, what we have delivered, and in next 15 days, we are going to be delivering that. But for our students, in addition to Jayantika, right now you have just one person working with you. Now imagine instead of Jayantika, there are 80 people working for you. You'll have placement, internships, freelancing teams that are there. You will share suitable opportunities, will help you on Upwork, will source work for you, will have dedicated team, will do several job opportunities, will post on social media platforms, will create freelancing. All of these things we will do for you. And most importantly, every single time that you have a problem, currently it's not possible for one person to reach out to everybody, right? That's why we have a huge team. So every time you have a problem, we are a call away. You'll book a call with us and you can get that problem sorted. My colleague Sapna Sarda, right? She created an Upwork profile. This is how much she has earned in less than 6 months. 90K, right? 72 lakhs she has earned. Working from Nagpur or agency, has been ranked third on top 30 legal outsourcing agencies. So for international work that we get, we are the third in the world. Outsource 360 business solution. Let me share some placement, right? So total till date, we have gotten 23,000 internships for our students, 8,000 jobs, and total number of people who have gotten is 35,000. Like these are the staggering numbers that are there. But again, like if you work, if you come to every class like a podcast and disappear, then there's no way anybody will be able to do this. The roadmap that we have given you, you can do this on yourself. on your own, but our team can be there, they can help you. So how many of you are ready to put 2 hours of work every day? Because this scholarship is just for all of you. For those of you who are not ready, you can please remember this scholarship is not for you. Even if you pay, we will ask you to drop out if you can't commit this. Okay. What about others? Yes? No? Because this is the only way you will achieve success. So I've already explained to you what this is for me, why I'm doing this. I have litigated, I have understood what problem is. Let me just come back to the scholarship. So we have already explained you the opportunities that are there, that law firm government projects are coming like crazy. Foreign factories are being set up in India. The China plus one strategy is real money. So that is where the deals are coming. You will see more number of law firms coming in. We have global capacity centers that are coming in. We are set to hit $10 trillion economy, right? So just think about how rapidly law firms and all of these businesses will increase. You will need thousands of lawyers who can draft all of these documents, who can advise on transaction, who can do all of these. And our goal is to prepare you for this, and there is no better time to learn all of these skills. And yes, BCI has also allowed foreign law firms to set up in India, so it is the best time. Jantika, have you discussed this with them? Okay.
Not yet, not in detail, no. I mentioned it, but not in detail.
Yeah. So Bar Council has already allowed foreign law firms to set up in India, and probably in a year or two, you will see a lot of foreign law firms also coming, and your entire law firm space becoming at least 5 to 10 times. So very good time to upskill yourself. The stars have aligned. The time is right. What we need from you is 2 hours of dedicated time, and this is the commitment that my commitment is very simple. If you give 2 hours every single day and follow the roadmap that we have given you with our help, there is no way that you will not get the job. There is no way you will not get the internship. But if you don't give those 2 hours a day, don't follow what we are telling you. You think, then do not come to us later complaining that boss, I did not get the job. Right? 10 hours a week is bare minimum for you to do. Otherwise, this doesn't have work. And you have to do this consistently for 6 months, not 1 month, 2 months, but at least for next 6 months. And this is the commitment I will give you in writing also, and this is the commitment of us as a company. So we can't do it alone. We need your support, and with us you will get a team that works for you, and we can't do that if you don't do that work. So again, we have already discussed this. I've shown you all of these internships. You have already said that you want to be. So this is what we are going to be doing. So you want to know the scholarship offer? For those of you who get scholarship today, what you're going to get, how we will ensure that you get the jobs in next 6 months. Perfect. So it's not a scholarship, it's a full-fledged career development program. The first course that you will get is executive certificate course in law firm practice, research, drafting, briefing, and client management. What this course entails is that 50 hours of live classes. This course was personally designed by Jayantika, where she has actually written all the course material, everything on each practice area. All the classes have been designed by us. And not only you get live classes, you'll get two simulation based exercises. Your assignments will be evaluated. We'll tell you what goes wrong. You can have one-on-one session and understand that how you can improve. And then, as part of the course, you will get internships, placement assistant for these law firms. And the best part about these courses, the course is designed in such a way that you will work in different teams of a law firm for every single month. So by the time you would have finished course, it mirrors how it looks for a law firm, right? So Khaitan and all, how they rotate you between team, that is how we have mirrored this course also. So you understand what it is like to be in M&A team, to be in tech team. And if you're somebody who is confused, this is going to be a great course for you. Now, Diploma in Corporate Law and Practice. This is a huge course which you will do on the side. That was the first course. On the side, we will teach you everything you need to know about corporate law and practice. For those of you who are in litigation, everything, this is the course that you will start with. The first course you will do here in detail, we will teach you corporate law, we'll teach you all the transactions, governments, and disputes. Again, same thing, live classes, one on one mentorship. Then take a screenshot of this based on whatever your niche is. You will choose one of these courses. So either you'll choose M&A, you'll choose banking, taxation, corporate litigation, or any other niche course. So tech, any of the courses that are there which you specifically want to specialize. So if somebody is there that I want to work in tech, I want to work in data privacy, I want to work in this, you will have one specialized course that you can convert it into. So this would be the third course that you will take, get as part of these. Now, in all of these courses, you learn two skills every week. The way we are teaching you skills, these will be more detailed skills where we will make you do the entire work end to end, and we'll evaluate also whether you have done the work. You'll get two live classes. You'll practice again and again through assignments. You'll have the study material that you need. You'll have placement freelance support. You'll schedule one on one session. You'll improve. So basically, everything that is happening, this on steroids will be part of this course. And this is how you can book all the sessions, right? And we are not kidding, right? You add your name, you will see all of these options, and then you book. These are all the mentors, teachers who have worked, who have done this, and you can book a call. What is the time that you want to talk to them? And you can just book a call n number of time. You get an entire ecosystem to push you towards your destiny. Now, the best part with all of these courses, you get a government recognized certificate also. So you get a certificate from NSDC and Skill India. So this is how your certificate will look, Skill India certificate. And you you can, and we are recognized as a training partner. So you can go to NSDC and look at us as a training partner now, right? So these are courses with government recognized certification. The total prices of all of these courses is 1,89,000. So generally, if you go on our website, you will see all of these courses at 60,000 each. And depending on what course you are choosing for your third option, do not get discouraged. For people who are going to take it today, we are going to offer it at almost one third the price or even lesser than that. And even then, if you can't pay 60,000 right now, I understand that. Most people cannot pay that kind of money, and I'm not asking you to pay 60,000 today or right now. What we are going to be doing is you will pay this for the entire bundle, basically all the three courses together with personalized support. And please understand, these courses are expensive because we have to pay people like Jayantika their salary, people who have worked in law firm. We are not recruiting freshers to train you, right? So even if we can't pay as much as a law firm pays, we have to pay them decently for us to work with. Those who are going to be training you are people from that network. You also pay for the network of alumni that you will get in touch with, the doors that we will open for you. What you will have to do is you will have to pay a token booking fee of rupees 3,000 right now, and rest of the money you can pay in installment, because we are so sure about our work that we know right now as a law student you can't afford more than 3,000, 4,000 every month. So that's completely fine with us, but we want you to achieve that success, right? If you will pay one shot, then you will have some options to get discounts, but otherwise you can pay 3,000 per month for next 18 months through our loan partners. The only thing that you have to pay right now is you will have to pay 3,000 to book the scholarship seat, and this is only available for 20 of you that will be there. With 3,000, you will apply for scholarship. We'll check whether you are sincere with your discovery roadmap, and then only we will accept you, because we do not want to work with more than 20 of you towards this, right? And don't embarrass us by asking for discounts and everything, because see, we are already teaching you a lot of this in for free. We are giving you roadmap right now. If you can't pay, you can follow that. But if you need us to personally work with you for next 6 months, this is the bare minimum that we will have to pay our teams to have 70 people working with you for day in and day out, right? And whoever books today, you will get diploma in English communication, and you will also get internship acceleration program, especially for those of you who are in college or just passed out of law school. And most important thing, even the 3,000, 6,000, whatever money you pay right now, if you attend all the 4 classes in your first month and you don't like it, you don't see how that's working out for you, you don't think you are able to do that, you get 100% of your money back. You just have to drop a mail to us after 30 days. Does that sound good? Okay.
Come on, guys. Are you here? Are you listening? What happened?
And don't get scared by listening to 63. Right now, I'm not asking you to pay 63,000. Right? And yeah, if you don't attend classes, if you pay us the money and after that you vanish for next 30 days, we are not going to give you a refund. All you have to do is we ask you that give those 1 hour a week and attend the live class, the webinar, and then we'll give you a refund if we know. Right now you need to pay 3,000 and reserve your seat right now on this link. The link is being shared to you on your chat. You need to go there right now. For the first 20 payments we receive, we will honor only those. We will screen you for the scholarship. After talking to you and everything, we'll confirm the scholarship for you. Can I have the link in the chat? And this is how the link will open for you. I'm just going to share my screen and show you.
I've put the link in the chat.
Here, put the
Is it
link in the chat.
is it not visible?
Hmm.
Guys,
Guys,
can
can
you
you see
see
the
the
link?
link in the chat? Yeah. There's also the QR code which Yash just showed. You can scan that.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll post the QR code in the group. So if you want to make the payment, you can make the payment on the group. This is how the group is. This is specifically for you. You can see here it will expire today. Total value of all the courses are there. All the courses are linked here. Okay. You have to go and pay 3,000 rupees here. Balance you can pay at 3,000. There's no interest that is being charged to you. You can pay 3,000 per month for next 18 months. Thanks, Aisha. Thanks, Basant. And we are not paying Aisha and Basant to say this, okay? They just happen to be here. So, guys, I'll give you 5 minutes or 10 minutes to make the payment. Then I'll move to next slide. I'm going to give you a timer of 5 minutes. You can start batch, or batch starts every 1 month. So if you can't start right now, you can start batch later. You'll have to make the payment right now. But can you
Uh,
see the timer on the screen, Jayantika?
yeah, timer is visible. I have also put the QR code in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. So we'll give you 5 minutes to make the payment. Then we'll move to the next part. Okay. If there are any queries, let us know in the chat. I'll also go and drink some water meanwhile. Jandika, can you post the QR code on the WhatsApp group also?
I've done that already. Is it not visible?
Maybe. I'll just check. Maybe my WhatsApp is not loading.
Because
Yeah, it's there. Sorry.
should we put the link in the WhatsApp group also? Because
No, link is fine. No, WhatsApp link, let it be here.
yeah, it's the same thing anyway. So
Yeah. And if somebody needs help with making the payment, just DM us.
yeah, just let us know.
So for those of you who have made the payment, you will get a confirmation by EOD from our team once they check the payment. Yeah. The link will expire soon, so probably within next 1 hour, the link will expire, so make sure that you make the payment there. There are a lot of these courses that will give you PDFs and everything. That's not what we do. As you've already seen in the comments, if you are there, you will be taken well care of. We will review all your assignments. We'll give you personal guidance. You'll get real experts to teach you. You'll get personalized placement, freelance support. And this is the difference, right? That you get all of these, you get live classes, you learn how to draft contracts, you learn how to use AI for contract, legal. We will have all of these placement, freelance assistance, one-on-one career support, your CV building, all of these things. And courses are recognized by NSDC. There's an EMI facility, 45 day. And please remember, this offer is not there after today, right? After that, you have to pay full price for every single course of this. You will have to buy all of these courses separately. You will learn from a diverse faculty of senior lawyers and experts. Here are the people who will be teaching you. So Komal, Chief Knowledge Officer, 13 years of experience. Jayantika, you've already seen. Prasenjit with 17 years of work experience. Ritisha Mukherjee, Kriti, Kanisha, Khushi, Rupali, Anmol, Aditi, Nishu. All of these guys have 10 to 15, 20 years of experience in doing this. And most of our team, right? They have done all the work. They have done litigation, they have shifted to law firm, and now they are here because they really want to help this. So yeah, we are going to give you personal services, and our courses are worth every penny. Like nobody complains. 70% of our audience buys courses at the full price, and they have never complained that your courses are expensive. They understand the value that they are getting at this. Those of you who get scholarship, we will be working with those 20 of you personally from this group. And today we are giving you massive scholarship for those because we need those 20 success stories, right? We need to find 20 people. That's why the community. We need to find 20 best people who can actually work and give us success stories. And we know that if we have 20 success stories in next 2-3 months, we will sell 200 more courses like that. So again, you need to pay rupees 3,000 right now to book your seat, and you can make the payment within some time. Classes will start from 26th January. So the batch that we are looking for will start in 26th February, and your onboarding will be on 19th February 2026. So this offer is never going to be there. The prices will be far increased in the next. So ensure that you do this. The EMIs are extremely affordable. You can earn a lot more than the EMI you have to pay very easily. So even if you have this concern that I don't know what to do with the EMI, understand that you will earn enough to at least pay EMIs if you follow the course. All of these are all learners who were in a place where they could not pay EMI. They started earning within 1 month of the course and they could pay EMI. Access to all of these courses will be for 5 years because that is what we have set the goals. And remember, take this only if you can spend 2 hours per day. Otherwise, this doesn't work for anybody. This is how the classes will start. This is your onboarding session for 30 days. You have to attend classes and then you can ask for refund. Once you have paid the booking fees, you will get a call from our admission counselor and we will start onboarding you. You will get access to our course material. We will have personalized sessions with our CV mentors and we'll get personalized roadmap done for you immediately within next 3 days. And then we will start from the get-go. And don't worry if the additional are not mentioned in your confirmation emails. Based on the discussion with your mentor, we will give you those complimentary courses, whatever field and you can always choose that later. Right, so this is what it was. And for those of you who have already booked the seat, congratulations. And that's it. Jantika, do you want to cover this skill or do you want to keep this for the next session? We have already
Yeah, we
2 hours.
are. Yeah, we can cover this next time. It's anyway,
Okay,
or we can do it actually. It'll take 2 minutes.
okay. Let's just do this then.
Yeah. Let's just show them the outreach script because the basic principles I think we have already discussed. So we can just let them take a screenshot of this outreach script.
So guys, can you take a screenshot of this, please? And let us know done. And we want you to at least send this to 10 foreign lawyers.
So you already know where to find foreign lawyers, right? We have covered those in previous sessions. UK, US, all of that. So just take screenshots of this. Yes, I think you can move to the next slide. That's the rest of the email.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we are done.
Right, guys. So thank you so much. We have another class right now, so we will not be able to continue this for next. Right now, we can't take AMS, but please, for those of you who are booking the seat, please make the payment. And warm welcome to all of you, because your life is going to change in next 6 months. That's our promise. And yeah, we will start for those of you who want to be with us for next 15 days only. You will start getting calls on Tuesday for profiling. Thank you so much for being such a patient audience. Love the interaction. See you again next Saturday.
Bye, guys. See you on Saturday.